Hi everyone, my name is Victor Ochieng. I'm a teacher of English by profession, and apart from being a teacher, I'm a prolific writer and a published author. And part of the books that I've penned, one of those books is titled Boys Be Men. And therefore I want to share some insights based on that book. In that book, I'm discussing something called the types of dads. And we have basically 4 types of dads according to my argument there. And one is that we have got a passive dad, an absent dad, abusive dad, and a present dad. A passive dad is that sort of dad who is there, but as the name suggests, is present but absent, in the sense that maybe he could be this sort of dad that does not give his children attention. And I think this is something that is of paramount importance and is very important to talk about it now that we are celebrating Father's Day. So you as a father, you should not be passive in nature. You should give your children attention. In most time, I visit schools to speak in the capacity of a speaker per se, during academic clinics, parents' days, or AGMs, annual general meetings. And I want to assure you that most of the time you meet mothers. You rarely see dads. And this is even seen in the families whereby we have many fathers who suffer from TB, which means they are too busy. They hardly give their children attention. And apart from the TB or parents who are too busy, we also have those sort of fathers who behave like sponsors. They behave like AMREF and NGOs, in the sense that they think that after paying fee, after buying uniform, after providing the basic necessities, they have done everything. Yet the children also need attention. They also need to have time with their children. Number 2, we have absent dads. And here, when you talk about absent dad, basically we are talking about that sort of dad who is not there completely. Whereby you see children don't see you. You come back home very late in the night and you leave very early in the morning and you don't have time for them. Now, apart from absent dads, we also have what we call an abusive dad. An abusive dad could be that sort of dad who beats up the children, beats up the wife, beats up people like a drum. And eventually this has got an impact, and the impact becomes negative on the children. And lastly, a present dad. And I think this is the best dad that we ought to be, that we ought to emulate, whereby you as a dad, you should be present. Your children have to see you. You have to give attention to them because you influence them immensely. As we talked in the other presentation, that the influence of fathers really matters. Fathers teach their children authority. A father is a pillar, a father is a foundation. The boy child needs a father figure. This does not mean that if you're a single mother, you've lost the game. The thing is, you need to tether your son to a father figure. Get a man that is responsible. It could be in a church setup. It could be looking for a mentor for your son, so that your son can be shown a good example. There are some things that a boy child can only learn from a male figure. For instance, how do you teach your son, how to put on a belt, how to put on a tie, or how to put on a suit? These are things that they observe. In psychology, they teach about monkey see, monkey do, or what we call modeling and vicarious learning, whereby children learn by observation. What they see gets engraved deeply in them. Those are the insights from my book, Boys Be Men. To get more of this, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Godspen Consultancy. You can also log into my website, www.godspenconsultancy.co.ke. Have a wonderful Father's Day.